who just popped in. So we're running an Olympian deck. I got a lot of inspiration from Roman. So starting off, we've got Field Nurses. So these cards are just really strong standalone cards. Heal 2 to any creature that's injured every turn. This means on your opponent's turn too. The Blessed Jackalope is something I'm just kind of experimenting with. Heal every creature on the board for 4. So it's a 1 mana. If you theoretically had 5 creatures on the board, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, you know what I mean? 20 healing for 1 mana. You're never going to get that much, obviously. But with things like the Veteran Hoplite, this creature deals 4 damage to itself when it's played. So instead of a 2-5 for 1 mana, it's a 2-1. But if you can play Veteran and Jackalope on the first turn, you have 1-1 worth of stats and 2-5. So together you've got a 3-5 on the board on turn 1. If you have 2 Veteran Hoplites and a Jackalope, that's insanity right there. So obviously Field Medic's good. Add 2 injured soldiers to your Void. So adding the injured soldiers, these are Olympian soldiers in your Void, by the way. We'll get to where the synergy plays in. Yeah, I can maximize my screen. That's a good call. I'll also turn this shit off. Okay, number 2, Olympian Guard. Obviously, it says it in the name. This card becomes a 2-mana 3-4 when left untouched. So I think this card's just really good for stats. It's really the highest cost 2-drop in terms of stats if it does grow. Ranger Firstbow I'm on the fence about. But it does deal 1 damage to an enemy creature. I like that. It can get rid of like Demetrios or something like that, like an ordered creature. A Hoplite 1-cost spell, heal to full, +1 health. Yeah, that's okay when you've got big creatures, but these are a lot of small creatures, so I don't know if I want that. Yeah, but no, I know what you're talking about. There is. Trojan Golem is one of the most underrated cards in this Olympian build. I actually want a second one in there. So I am going to get rid of Ranger Firstbow for now. The Trojan Golem is so big. I think a lot of people sleep on this card in general, not just in a light deck, but in general. So I'm putting 2 in. The Harp was what Zone Freeze said to put in because it summons injured soldiers, which we know are Olympians, and this synergizes with Radiant Dawn. You're getting more creatures on the board every turn, more Radiant Dawn targets. You've got Cern, because Cern is just good in every deck. Here's where the injured soldiers, the 1-mana injured soldiers, come into play. There's the synergy. This gets 1 health for every 2 Olympians in the Void, so you've got the Harp creating Olympians, you've got the Trojan Battle Mage, which is 2 Olympians for 2 mana, you've got the Field Medic. So by turn 4, this is going to be at least like a 3-8 for 4 mana, which is really good stats, right? Yes, this used to be played 2 years ago. This is an old deck, but this is with new Divine Order cards. So we've got the Phalanx Lieutenant. This is on the fence. We've got Odysseus Tried Victor, the Black Argo. I'm on the fence, but this gives +1 strength and flank to every Olympian, which I really like. I like Odysseus a lot. It's very expensive though. You could probably substitute it out for like a Guild Enforcer. But when you use Blessed Jackalope with the Odysseus, it heals every single one of those damaged creatures and Odysseus as well. I love Isadora in general. She used to be played in the trial like meta. Back when Divine Order wasn't a thing, everyone played Isadora in Light. Because you summon a 1-2 Olympian Guard, which really turns into a 2-3 at the end of your turn, every single turn. This has backline and ward. It's very hard to get to unless they're playing Magic. This Lysander is also an Olympian. I just think it's a really strong pick. It won me last game because it wasn't able to be removed off the board. And also, the funny thing is with Lysander, guys, is it synergizes with the Field Nurse. You know that card, the 1-mana card that heals a creature for 2 health every turn? It heals Lysander every single turn, which is going to be amazing in the long run. Hercules is in the deck, don't you worry. We're getting to Hercules. So lastly, we've got Hercules, which is like Asterius, but for Olympians. Give every Olympian +2/+2, and it comes with frontline protected, and it's 6-7 worth of stats. The Theban Elephant, I'm kind of experimenting with. This is Romanowski's idea. I like it though, it's done a lot. When you use the hero power, the 3-mana summon a 2-2 token, Theban Elephant works with this. I don't know if I should have Pyramid Wardens in this deck for the sake of having huge statted creatures. Like, having a 2-6 over a 2-1 seems like a viable choice. So this deck has a lot of experimenting to do. But this is prior to the core refresh, so there's a lot of potential for this deck to be big. We're just going to send it into a ranked match. We have no idea if this is going to go good or bad, but let's just go for it. 2 Wardens and an Asterius for the Phalanx, the Elephant, and a 2-drop. I agree, Doyle. Holy shit. You couldn't have come at a more perfect time, Doyle. I think your literal advice there just logically clicks so quickly. I just wish I didn't press the start button, but I'm glad you came as I was explaining it because I needed that advice. Thank you, Doyle. This is going to have to be a Roman Doyle Kargas combination deck. It's good to see you, bro. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Lord Grim. Great to see you too. What? Why are you saying not Hercules? Okay, we can't start off with 6 drops. It doesn't matter whether you're going first or second. 5 drops? Nah. We're going to have to keep the 4 drop. 5 drop has to go. We cannot risk 5 turns of just dead cards in our hand. 4 turns, not so bad with the coin. 5 turns, no chance. Okay, this guy's playing zombies. I don't know why we're running into so many zombies, but it's really tilting. There's nothing I can do here but pray that he doesn't have, like, the Necroceptor on turn. On curve. Okay, Field Nurse doesn't do anything here, but we're going to play her just to kind of fill the board with distractions. Okay, so we can play Field Nurse. We can play this. I'm really just trying to get tempo here. I don't want to waste my coin. That is not my vibe. Nurse with a Warden seems nasty. You're right. Exactly. If I had a Pyramid Warden, not only would I have less high mana cards, which means my curve is more efficient, but yeah, I would have something there more likely. If I had more 2-drops in my deck, it's likely I've got a Pyramid Warden on that turn 2, rather than who knows what I'm going to pull. Okay, this is big. I can do this. This isn't the end of the world. I'm not going to use the Phalanx yet because we want more dead Olympians in the grave so that the Phalanx is bigger. Right now, the Phalanx has no dead Olympians, so it's a 3-4 for 4 mana. That's what we're looking for, Field Medic. So this is going to give it an extra health and make it a 3-5. You love the fit. Thank you, Fisher. I don't like having a Theban Elephant at all, so I think Doyle's 100% right. This helps my curve a lot. There's no point having these type of cards if you don't make it to late game in the first place. That's sexy, but I don't know why you'd play it in a death deck, other than to flex the fact that you've got a diamond. But so be it. Also, guys, I just thought of this. I didn't actually think this through, but the Field Nurse means that after I trade the 2-2 out, it's going to heal the 2-5, and it's actually going to give me a card. So Field Nurse synergizes with the CERN as well. There's so many synergies coinciding in this deck, it's crazy. I'm almost tempted to play the Phalanx just to protect my board. Because if I play the Veteran... No, Medic here and Hero Power. That's the highest value. I've created 4-4 worth of value, and it's going to make the Phalanx better the next turn. Next turn I can go Phalanx and Veteran Hoplite, and that way I'm using all 5 mana that I'll have on the next turn. Here, I can't do shit. I'm not going to attack the 1-2, because then he can attack with his 1-1 and kill my guy. We don't know if it's going to heal this or this, and we definitely want it to heal this. Look at that, we generated a free card thanks to that, and we can play the Black Argo here if we had more Olympians, but we won't. Okay, that's a big issue for me to deal with. If I can't kill this straight away, it's going to be scary. What's the deck you hit rank 1 with? It was a war deck. My rank 1 wins always... I can get there with Board Wipe Death. I can get there with any deck, Fisher Express, if I just grind out games, but it's boring and there's no reward to it. But war is the quickest way to do it. If you want to grind through to rank 1, it's always going to be a grind. You may as well play a quick deck. Aggro war, with some nice cards and, you know, some piloting experience, it's very easy to get to rank 1. Okay, we want to get to the Relic, but he's going to stop us getting favor this entire game. Every time I attack him, he's going to heal. This is going to get bigger. This might just be game over because of how stupid this card is right now. But we're going to keep trying. We're going to go for every value trade I can go. So my idea is, how can I kill his cards without my cards dying? I trade here, I die. I trade here, I die and get no favor. I trade here, I live and kill his creature. So that to me is the most efficient trade. I don't even want to play the Phalanx because, look, as we've stated, I don't have a single Viking. This just gets killed by this. I would much rather tempo swing the Black Argo out here. This can at least somewhat deal with this 4-5 in the future. I'm playing a Rush Druid, kind of like Ramp Druid. I'm playing with $0 in the account. Okay, cool. I take it you come from Hearthstone if you're calling the nature goddess the Druid. Which I find funny, but yeah, I'm a Hearthstone player as well, so... Yeah, I can't deal with Necroceptor. I don't know which decks can. But yeah, if you don't have Relic Removal, it's going to be a very sad time for you. Look at him just evaporate all my favor and heal his creature. Oh my god, it's so gross. But I'm glad I played the Black Argo. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to kill here. And this survives with 1 health, which is also cool. Alright, Light's Levy I can't use. Wiccan Trapper, I got rid of my Archer, now I regret it. I can Light's Levy that, and it's not the end of the world. It's some tempo swing, I guess. That needs to die straight away. So, I could play a 2-1 Veteran Hoplite and a Phalanx Lieutenant, but he can just kill this, can't he? I have 1, 2, 3 Olympians in the void now thanks to the Field Medic. That makes this a 3-5, which trades 2 times. So I like playing this now, actually. Now he has to trade 2 separate creatures into the 1 creature, right? And I'm okay with that. Soon I've got Isadora, but it's looking like a very rough game because he's generating infinite 2-2 value every single turn. The first turn he plays it, it's not good. It's a 3 mana 2-2, but once he's played it for 2 turns and it hasn't been removed, it's just, 3 mana 4-4, and now it's a 3 mana 6-6 worth of value, and soon it'll be a 3 mana 8-8. It's just too much. Yeah, relic removal is going to be my next wall. Yeah, I haven't spent any of my dust yet. I see. Nature, gotcha. Yeah, I had a feeling he had a big removal card, but, could be worse. If he goes face, he could get Archer, but he's got no mana, so I'm fine with that. So he's trading the bigger creature instead of the smaller one, and the bigger creature instead of the smaller one. I don't think he knows how to trade the board. I actually might have a chance because of how bad he trades. I'm not even kidding. Lots of different plays here. One big play is I could just double Light's Levy here. It just doesn't feel smart, but it gives me a lot of tempo swing, so I guess I'll do it. So now I've got 4-4 worth of tempo, which I like. I got rid of his 4-4. I gave myself 4-4. I can set up the backline Isadora now with a bit of confidence. I could also Field Medic, Field Nurse, Hero Power, and then Theban Elephant soon. People become strong. Can't go back to Mythic. Yeah. If that elephant was an Asterius... Ah, Doyle. I know. I don't like the elephant. It is Olympian, though, and it is kind of fun to play. Okay, I don't have Light's Levy for the Cursed Obelisk. He's played me like a bloody fiddle. So there's something worth noting against this deck. You need to keep the Light's Levy, at least one of them, for an Obelisk. I really sent myself down the river with this play. Here, I'm going to generate as many cards as I can, setting up the Theban Elephant play. I'm going to trade as much as I can without actually killing my own creatures. The more efficient, the better. The cool thing is this Field Nurse is going to heal one of my creatures. When he ends his turn, it's going to heal the other, which I really love. The front line's going to prevent him getting Easy Frenzy. It's going to stop him using these zombies to trade me out efficiently. He can't kill the Field Nurse. So it's cool. I go back to Ethereal because people became so strong. Yeah, I can understand that. It's very hard to consistently stay up there. I'm getting smacked in Mythic now, says Monsterbergs. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how people can climb with Necroscepter. In general, this deck is too slow. You need the Skull Scepter. He's got the Nether Swarm Lord, but we've been taking out his zombies efficiently, which stops him getting the +1 buff on 2 of his zombies from last turn. Okay. He's not even going to attack, which is good for me, because this becomes a 3-4 at the end of my next turn. Okay, we've got Hercules, but these aren't actually Olympians. There's only one Olympian. Asterius would have been the king here. The Theban Elephant's huge here. But at the same time, if he has Corpse Explosion, this is just like a dangerous game. I don't want to give him more zombies, so I'm going to actually take away that. I'd rather he buffs this up. I might actually wait one turn, but we're playing a really dangerous game here. He's +1/+1 ahead of me. His cards are going to buff up quicker than my cards will, sadly. He's going to have 4/4s next turn, and I'll have 3/3s. So this is a really awkward match, dude. I'm not happy with this elephant. It's too slow. Very awkward. All he needs to do is get through this taunt, and he's winning. But I like that this becomes a 3-4. Oh, it healed too. Okay, we've got a 3-3. The elephant buffs itself. Maybe we can win this. Maybe we can just, like, one-shot him. I can play Hercules next turn, too. And that's going to buff this up. It's going to buff this up. No, this is going to be dead. No doubt about that. What will he use? Yeah, he should have used that earlier. He's generating more zombies. So he's only got a 3-5 and a 3-3. We can trade that out. I think we made the right play by not just mindlessly trading our cards off. This worked out really well. He gets the buff at the end of his turn, so We can actually trade with him, even though he was above us. Oh my god, we might actually win this, guys. Okay, pull the strings is good if you have big creatures, but he's got that 5/6 Rhino, I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly. I definitely want to trade board here, but it is very tempting to just play Hercules and go face, I'm not gonna lie. He will have 2 extra 1/1 zombies at the end of his turn, and it goes left to right. Oh my god, he got back... What? Oh, you can take a card from any void, so this is massive. He just got the Black Argo back, which is so funny. This card doesn't buff itself like the elephant does, so I do prefer the elephant to that. Oh my god, so is this going to buff those? Yes. So left to right means that the Cursed Obelisk does that first before the buffs come through. Okay, we definitely trade the Argo off. It's got flank, don't we? We can get flank with the Argo. This is very awkward, but I think we're okay. If we can trade these out and keep ours alive, we're pretty on top of things. Okay. I just have to decide, how am I going to do this? I like this the most. This synergizes left to right, remember? Isadora is going to summon one before the Theban Elephant buffs it. Maybe I should be buying from the shop to prevent him from just using the 2 damage on me. But we have a chance to win this, guys. He can only do 6 damage from Corpse Explosion. Next turn we have the potential to Hercules, sorry. The Isadora is already so big here. It's producing a 3/4 taunt every single turn. I want to know about location is important. What location, Batterzer? What are you talking about? Oh, you didn't know about, like, left to right. So, yeah, Isadora always summons first the Olympian Guard. But if I had the Theban Elephant on the left-hand side, the Theban would actually buff the entire board, and then Isadora would summon the 1/2, and it wouldn't get the buff. Yeah, so left to right is the important ordering of cards that not many people actually know about. I don't mind Hercules here because it stops him going face, but there's so many different plays. I could play Lysander, but then I lose the elephant, which is such a awesome win condition for me. Oh, this also becomes a 5/5, right? But I think the elephant still makes sense here. We might just win through board control, believe it or not. I don't even need to board control at this point, but I'm stopping him from using Corpse Explosion. And I don't think he runs Necronomics. Only the smart players like Radaris and Grandmaster run Necronomics. But yeah, now that the elephant survived, we have lethal next turn, actually. We've got 11 damage, 16, 26. Okay, it's definitely 30 damage. We have lethal. Yeah, that's crazy. Holy shit, it buffed itself twice. As long as he can't do 20 damage here. Look, he's not using Skull Scepter, so realistically, the most damage he can actually produce... Oh, he just gave up. Wow. Oh my god, let's give him a pounding. Okay, guys, this is Olympian. This is a good introduction. I don't think I could have asked for a better introduction to Olympian Light. So I actually recorded this, by the way. That's why I went really in-depth with the explanation, so I could make a YouTube video before our good friend Copperoony. So there we go. I'm going to